Hello, this is Ross Marquand. I'm here with Don. Want to say hi to Jimmy, Casey, Steven from the Dead Truth Podcast.
Hey guys, welcome to the Dead True Podcast. My name's Jimmy.
Steven.
How's everybody's night going?
I did it, man.
What'd you do, man?
I got the intros.
Oh snap, we got it going. Steven, I can't see any of the comments.
Comments.
Cell phone, so you're going to let me know because my computer crashed out and then I ain't got another one right now. So just let me know, boss.
We got Anissa in here already.
Oh snap, what's up, Anissa? Hey, everybody in the comments, even though I can't see you.
They're coming. We ain't got nobody yet, but they'll be here in just a second.
I got you.
Hopefully, like Casey.
Oh yeah, Casey will be with us here shortly. So how was your weekend, Mr. Steven?
It was good. We got Jeff too. What's up, Jeff?
What's up, Mr. Jeff?
It was good, man. Worked all weekend. Well, how about you? What'd you do this weekend?
I sit around and didn't do nothing. It was awesome.
Man.
Yeah, I don't have a job right now because we closed the tour down. But yeah, I actually enjoyed doing nothing this weekend. It was pretty awesome.
No, I would enjoy it too. I could.
Yeah, it was pretty nice, and we got Georgia won the national championship last week. So
nah, quit lying.
Yeah, they did. They did good.
I heard they barely won.
Yeah, they just teetotal drug somebody. It'd be all right.
It wasn't even. See, you could have came on the show. It wasn't even worth watching. They drug them.
It was Georgia. It's always worth watching.
Yeah. I'm a Georgia fan. I just don't watch football as much as I used to.
I understand, man. I grew up watching football. It was part of my life, so I kind of enjoy it. I was watching Georgia Bulldogs when I was like, I don't know. I remember as far back as 4 years old. So.
All right, so we got Pamela. Pamela's in the comments saying, hey. We got Jennifer.
What's up, everybody?
Jason. Will I Am was asking about the Last of Us show. I think we're going to talk maybe a little bit about it. Not much because I don't think Jimmy's seen it, but I think we're all going to watch it maybe.
Yeah, I don't have HBO Max. So
yeah, but we can get you in there, man.
I got you. I'm hearing good things.
Tell him in the comments. Tell him, those of you that seen Last of Us. I watched the first episode right before the podcast tonight, and it was good, man.
No, really? It's based off a video game for the PlayStation, right?
Right. Yeah, I've never played the game, but
I haven't either. I don't have a PlayStation. I mainly see on Xbox.
I don't know. I want to see. Maybe Casey will be here in a second. I want to see if he's seen it too, because I think you would really enjoy it.
Is it a zombie apocalypse type thing or what?
Yeah, but it's kind of a Casey might not make it, right?
He's at church right now, hoping with something. He'll be here as soon as he can make it. Miss Dawn, she's not gonna be able to make it at all. We don't have a reason for that. She just not feeling good tonight, maybe.
Carol's here.
What's up, Miss Carol?
Will I Am said to pirate it, Jimmy.
Carol, I'll be sure to get on my pirate ship and start sailing around the seven seas of theft.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
Carol said she watched it and it was good. Anissa said she watched it last night. Pretty good. Not The Walking Dead. Yeah, no, it's not The Walking Dead, but it's good. It's got potential from that first episode. You can't, I guess, tell too much by a first episode, but since we don't know about Casey coming or not, Jimmy, it's, zombies got so big there because of The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And it felt like there was always something zombie related coming out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it got a little bit, I feel like it got a little bit tired. Like, not The Walking Dead, but just all the other stuff that we're trying to piggyback off of it. Z Nation was kind of solid. I watched some of it. It wasn't bad.
My favorite zombie movie ever was Zombieland and Zombieland 2. And then
yeah.
Walking Dead. Tallahassee's still my favorite character, zombie related. And then Rick's there far behind him. But, I love that movie. But I was unable to watch this so far. I'm looking forward to it. And that zombie movie that was based in Vegas was pretty damn cool, besides the King and Queen. That was kind of weird. But
Army of Darkness.
Yeah, Army of Darkness was really.
Was that the name of it?
Something like that.
Army of the Dead. Army of the Dead.
Yeah.
Never mind. Army of Darkness.
Great movie. I still like Tallahassee better though.
Yeah, that was a pretty solid movie too.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people disliked it, but I mean, a lot of people go into these movies nowadays wanting something deep when it's just basically go into it wanting to watch a zombie. You know what I mean? A zombie action movie.
No, shout out to Shaun of the Dead too. That was an awesome British comedy about zombies. It was pretty awesome.
Oh, dude, that's one of my all-time favorite movies.
Hilarious movie, by the way. You ever get a chance to watch it?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies. Edgar Wright.
The very first zombie movie, and it's going to show that I didn't really watch zombie movies before The Walking Dead, but 30 Days of Night. I think it was vampires or zombies one. That was great.
It was vampires, and that's one of my all-time favorite movies as well, man. That one's a really good movie. Yeah, and it's vampires.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome. It's vampires. But that's such a good concept that they go to the town where it's, you know what I mean, in Alaska where it's dark for so long. That would make perfect sense. Why wouldn't a vampire do that?
That was some creepy shit though, especially with the kids and stuff. I was like, oh my God. Yeah.
Those noises they make is like clicking.
Yeah, that was crazy. I love that movie though.
Yeah, we got some love for Shaun of the Dead in the comments. Shaun of the Dead.
Mm-hmm. That was awesome.
It's a masterpiece. And for 30 Days a Night.
30 Days a Night is freaking amazing. If y'all never seen that, I know a lot of people in the comments have. Y'all never seen 30 Days a Night? That was freaking awesome. And also, it was a movie based on zombies. I remember watching that it was in Britain or something, and they had to kill these zombies with a smoke cloud. I can't remember the name of it. I'll probably get it next episode, but that was one of my favorite movies too. I can't think of the name of it though.
Man, they're bringing up some good movies. Christy brought up From Dusk Till Dawn. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, awesome.
Hey, yeah, that could be something we could do in the future. Y'all in the comments, let us know. We could all, even everybody that watches the show, try to watch a movie like pick, just for example, Dusk Till Dawn. You know what I mean? We could say we're all going to watch it before next week's episode. Not necessarily right now, but in the future. And also, everybody watch it and talk about it.
That Brad Pitt zombie movie was pretty awesome. How freaking crazy the walkers were, the zombies were in that movie.
World War Z.
Yeah, that movie was awesome.
I liked it too, but the classic, man. Tell me, you've seen Night of the Living Dead, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. If not, I might have to lead a podcast.
Yeah, I've watched all the early zombie movies. When I first started watching The Walking Dead, that was hit pretty hard back in 2013, 2012. And I started watching Dawn of the Dead and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool because, like, I'd seen those movies before and I always liked them, especially Night of the Living Dead. But when Walking Dead came out and I watched a few seasons, it made me want to go back and watch those.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because those first few seasons had the same kind of feel to it, even though it was updated to updated to however many years later.
Yeah, it was fresh and it was cool, and that's what I loved about it. I was thinking about, Steven, like we could spin a wheel to do something like watching a different movie in a different genre and let the fans pick it, and then we'll go from there.
There you go. See, Christy said that that's a good one, yeah. And Christy said that Last of Us reminded her of World War Z.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Walking Dead definitely made me go back and watch all those because supposedly when Kirkman pitched the comics, he pitched it as in the same universe.
Oh yeah.
As Night of the Living Dead. He was even going to call it Night of the Living Dead at first.
Thank you, Miss Carol. Appreciate it, girl. Yeah, and remember he actually based it off of, he said the aliens come out of space.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's crazy.
Yeah, I tell my tours about that all the time.
Yeah, did y'all go over last week, you and Don, did y'all go over Frank Darabont and how he got Walking Dead started?
I mean, no, not really. We watched that we watched the Norman Reedus appearance on Real Ones, and I mean they talked about it some, but we didn't really like go into depth. No.
Yeah, I mean we can go over that. I mean we're planning different episodes how to do things, but yeah, Darabont, he is a crazy director. All kind of stuff. He's one that kicked off The Walking Dead. That's what I love the writing from. It was from him, and Gimple took this thing and ran it to the ground a little bit, and then Angela Kane kind of cleaned it up a little bit more. So, did you want to go over the video, Steven?
Do what now?
Would you want to do anything in particular tonight, like videos or anything?
Yeah, we might take a look at something.
Sure.
But I was going to ask about Frank Darabont. Like, I don't know. I was always under the impression that it was longer. I don't know. Like he worked on it longer than he did. When did he leave? When did he get snubbed out? Was it season 2?
I think, yeah, like the second or third episode. It wasn't even long, but remember they killed his money. So therefore he had to start doing stuff under a tighter budget. And then they said they went to Comic-Con. Norman said when he came back from Comic-Con, Darabont was done. He barely even knew him. Like he was only there for like 3 or 4 episodes. So I really don't know exactly what episode it was, but it happens.
Well, in the comments they're saying, yeah, it was definitely season 2. See, for some reason in my mind, I had always thought that he had made it further than that, but
no, they cut his budget in season 2. That's why you were basically stayed at the farm the whole time, and it was like a strict budget. So he only made it for a little while. I think I want to say the second or third episode, and that's where all of them started going to bat for him, and all of them started getting killed off. The ones that went to bat for him, anyway.
Yeah, I mean that. I guess it was me and Don talking about it. Did we think that it would be a better show if he was still around? Was that me and Don, or was that all of us?
It wasn't me, but I'll be damned. I feel the same damn way. It'd been a hell of a lot better show if he was around. I think that they took away a massive part of the show with him, and I don't think. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I watched a lot of stuff on Gimple, and the reason why he led the show in different ways. And they were basically saying the reason why he led the show in repetitiveness was because he learned it from that freaking what is it? The Dragon movie everybody loved.
Dragon Ball Z Evolution?
No, Game of Thrones, man. He learned
yeah.
Thrones, and that's basically what he loved. Game of Thrones, evidently, and he wanted to take the Walking Dead universe into that Game of Thrones direction. And didn't work out too well.
I was about to say, supposedly that didn't end too well, did it?
No, it didn't, and neither did The Walking Dead. Just saying that last episode was crap.
Yeah, and that's something else. I don't, like I said, I ain't trying to just shit on it, man. I ain't trying to,
I am. I got my shoes all dirty, so.
Well,
I don't know.
The thing is like, I don't know. I had a busy day. I had a busy weekend doing tours, and like the tours before, ever since the show ended, if I do a tour, I like to always ask the guests how they felt about the last episode. And I've yet to get a good response, man. And these are not fan. I mean, these are just your not casual fans. I mean, they obviously care enough to come take a tour, but they're not the ones you see at conventions. They're the people that are watching it all the time. They're
just taking a vacation, wanting to do something.
Well, I mean, they're still fans. I'm just saying that.
No, I'm saying they're doing vacation.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like the reception across the board hadn't been great.
Oh no, without a doubt. I've not found one person that liked it myself besides, the diehards like we are in the comment section. Some of them liked it, some of them didn't. But um, I think there should have been more people dead, and I've elaborated that to death.
Yeah, and that's the number one. That's the number one of the number one reasons that people give, or the first reason that they give that they weren't that into it, was because they thought that, you know what I mean?
Well,
There should have been more deaths.
I had a lot of people at the party brought these big ass boxes of tissues. And one of them actually told me I didn't even get to use one damn tissue because nobody cared about Rosita. I was like, wow. But that's pretty much what it was. They killed off a character that nobody really nobody really really was invested in. So I think it wouldn't hurt their bottom line. I think the ones that should have died didn't.
Yeah, and I mean, and I don't. Carol said, "Give me carnage," and I mean,
exactly. Like the first 30 seconds of the episode was fucking awesome. Excuse my language, but it was. And then nobody died besides Rosita after that. You had two insignificant characters that died, and then took a little cherry, put it on top of Rosita, and you were done.
Well, I mean, the thing is that, I mean, they could have even spread it out amongst the last 5 episodes or 6 episodes or something. Like we kept saying, oh my God, this is going to be a bloodbath because nobody's dying. Like this is going to be a bloodbath. Like, the final episode.
Yeah. And that's what I thought. Honestly, I thought the same thing. And it just never appeared, like it never happened. And it was disappointing to say the least.
Let me ask you this. You think that, I don't know, you think it might come back one day?
You talking about The Walking Dead to here? Talking about Sonoya?
No, just the show come back. Like, what if it just came back in like 2 years?
I don't think so because they are financially obligated to put that show on Netflix, and I don't think that benefits them. So it would be called something else regardless if it did come back out.
Yeah, they'd do something like The Walking Dead: The Next Generation, and it would be like Judith. And maybe that's why they cut that scene out, because they're planning something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it very well could happen, but I think the reason why they escaped that contract with Netflix is to get it off the air and change the name of it. And I think that's the only reason. Because I don't think if COVID ever happened, would it still be running today? I think it would. And I think we've been at season like 14 by now.
Yeah, and somebody asked me that this weekend. They asked me, why did they cancel the show? Was it because of, they asked something about contracts and, money and ratings. And my answer is I felt like it had been stretched enough. Like they needed to end it, but not in the way that they ended it.
Well, I heard a couple different things, but the biggest thing I heard was the Netflix situation. You had to have that show on Netflix, and they wanted to take it over to their own streaming network, AMC Plus, and that's the only way they could do it was kill it and put it on something else.
But I mean, it's still on AMC Plus, right?
Well, technically, yes. I mean, you can't stream the episodes, but you can watch them through Walking Dead TV.
So I can't go back right now and watch the final episode on AMC Plus?
You can watch the one from season 11, but you can't go down to season 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I still pay for it. I just don't watch it anymore. I bought a year of it and didn't mean to. It just kind of hit my card, and I'm like, screwed on that.
Hey, the same thing happened to me, man.
Yeah, they hit you for 82.
Yeah. I mean, I think mine was 70 for some reason. I think ours was 70. I'm not sure, but
$9.99. That's $80. I don't care. It hurt. I remember it hurt real bad, and I called them and fussed at them. They're like, "Well, we won't charge it again." I was like, "Well, okay," but they wouldn't take it back.
So,
go ahead.
In the comments here, let's see. Hold on. Let me find it. So I can't remember either. I mean, Eugene put Rosita down, right?
Yes.
And did it show that?
I don't even remember, man. The episode was so forgettable.
Well, Vanessa asked, I wonder who put her down afterwards, and Jennifer answered Eugene did. And then Vanessa says, was it confirmed? I knew he was the last one to talk to her. I knew she said it was glad, or I know she said she was glad it was him. So I'm just assuming that they left it like that because he did. I would think.
Yeah. I don't know.
It should have showed it if it didn't. Should have at least got that out of it.
But this episode is very unfulfilling, so I doubt they did. I don't want to blame Gimple on everything, but he was around that last episode. I seen him in there myself. He was riding around in a van. I don't know. I just, like I said, Scott Gimple gave me Clear. He gave me the episode Clear, which is, that's my favorite episode. And then he dive bombed the show in the same sentence. So I don't know how to feel.
You know what I think would have made a huge difference too?
What?
Is I was asked this on a tour too, was did Kirkman have much involvement? Like,
I didn't see him around past season 4 or 5.
That's what I was about to say. I didn't see many pictures circulating of him on set. We never heard about him in town or nothing. You know what I mean?
Past that autograph signing, I never seen him again.
Me neither. Yeah.
Never seen him once. What's up, Tony? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, but I've never seen him one time after the autograph signing. Pre-autograph signing, I used to see him all the time. He'd ride around on the bus looking like this. He'd have his little head up there and everything, looking all energetic about it. But after that autograph signing, I never seen him again.
Well, I mean, I know they got into some legal issues, him and AMC, and I mean, it feels like a new lawsuit pops up every 3 to 4 years between him and AMC. So, I mean,
I don't technically blame him though, would you?
No, I mean, I'm not saying he's wrong. I mean, a lot of the stuff that is going on, it seems to be he's in the right.
Yeah. It's just, to me, he's just entitled as Frank Darabont was, and Frank Darabont got his money. Why not Kirkman? You know what I'm saying? Did he ever win that lawsuit? Does anybody in the comments know that Kirkman win or not? I know Darabont did.
I don't know about Kirkman. I know he had one in the past, and now there's a brand new one. I forgot what it's all about, but there's a brand new one.
I think the first one got dropped, and I think the second one he had to bring it up to continue it. So I'm not sure if Kirkman ever got anything, but I know for a fact Darabont did.
Yeah.
And I think that family, did the family to the stuntman that passed away, did his family ever collect on that?
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, I would assume more than likely, yeah. I mean, because I hadn't heard anything of the negative about it.
They probably signed an NDA where they threatened that they, talked about it, they'd probably be sued or get their money back. But, AMC, I love them, but they have done some crazy stuff over the years. There's no doubt.
Well, what people have to realize is AMC, whether you like it or not, it's a studio. And I mean, studios are not the best. You know what I mean? Like, as far as the film industry, you always hear, like tales of the production company, the studios, like, sorry, I'm reading comments, like involving theirself in, you know what I mean? Like Warner Brothers involving theirself and messing up Justice League, messing up Suicide Squad, stuff like that. And AMC, I mean, that's the same thing, but for The Walking Dead,
Yeah, I get you.
So who took over after Darabont? Darabont.
I'm not sure the name. Sorry, I'm trying to make my lighting better, and I'm blinding myself in the process. But I can't remember exactly. Does anybody in the comments know? I know Gimple took over season 3, but I'm not sure. Good Lord, I just blinded myself really bad trying to do that. I'm sorry.
Oh, I got to find where is it? I'm going to see if I can be like Kevin. Where's it at? Oh, man, I lost it. I was looking for there it is.
What you got? Yeah, for real. Yeah. At least I ain't not my cell phone off yet.
Not yet.
I got Hannah over sleeping, so she ain't trying to mess with me right now.
All right. So let's see, 2 hour and 30-minute movie. So yeah, about this, man, this delay thing, it makes me kind of uneasy.
Let everybody know what we're talking about, Steve.
So yeah, I mean everything. I'm sure all the fans know everything got pushed back, man. I mean, like Rick and Michonne, that's a big one. I mean, that one got pushed back. We don't even know.
Talking about a
It
year, right?
just, yeah. Well, I mean, I think now y'all correct me in the comments. But I mean, it just says, from what I've seen, it just says 2024. So we don't know so far if it's going to be like early 2024, late 2024.
Shout out to everybody on Twitter, by the way. Not Twitter, but YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
YouTube. Yep.
We got
Twitter.
L Reacts and Will I Am Bo watching. And yeah,
Yep.
everybody's just saying they just said 2024. And then Dead City got pushed back, but at least it's still this year.
Yeah. Pretty
Now,
excited about City, though.
so we've been trying to keep track of all this filming news crap too. I mean, like they keep changing that, and I don't even know. So the last reported dates are early February, I think.
February 18th, I think, or 13th. I can't really remember. It's in the teens, though.
I don't know if it's, and I may have missed this. I hadn't really been on social media over the weekend, but I'm wondering when they'll announce that's going to get pushed back, the filming process.
It probably going if it got pushed back a year, it's probably gonna be pushed back for a while.
Man, see, that's what makes me nervous, man. Like, I'm almost scared that they're waiting to see how Dead City does or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I'm kind of getting to too. I don't know. Maybe if they made a better product, they'd bring more people. I mean, I'm not saying the product's bad, but you need to, like the whole rape thing. It lasted too long, man. There were people starving for it.
Yeah, and I mean, first it was going to be movies, and then it's show. I mean, it's just a mess. It just seems like a big mess, and it seems like, I don't know. Like I said, they push it back in it. Oh, no, we don't know about. Let's see. Hold on. We don't know if the filming's been pushed back yet. I don't. I hadn't seen anything. I've just the release.
As of right now, I think it's still filming in the same period of time. I think just the showing of it's been pushed back.
And then, of course, we got the news, like Will I Am Bo said here, that Fear is going to be ending. He says he's glad he's going to be ending because it's horrible writing. I don't know. I hadn't. I don't know about you, Jimmy. I watched Fear for 2 seasons, and then I kind of fell off. And then when Morgan crossed over, I picked it up with season 4, and I think I watched all of season 4 and maybe a little bit of season 5, but that's as much as I've seen, so I can't really speak.
Well, I have season 1 in the DVD. I tried to watch season 2 through 3, and I just gave up. I was like, I can't sit through this. And I didn't even watch it when Morgan came up. I was like, I'm just kind of done with it.
It was pretty good when he crossed over. I mean, but I don't know where it went after that.
Yeah, I have no clue, man. I tried. I mean, I gave it a shot. That's all I can do at the end of the day. But I don't know.
And Jennifer, she hit the nail on the head. So what I was talking about is if they're trying to push these back to see what the reception is to the Dead City, to the Dead City series, then they should have started with the Michonne and Rick one first, because there's going to be, or Daryl, because there's going to be better reception to those two, I feel like, even though Negan's awesome. But I don't know. I feel like I kind of, in my head, maybe it'll turn out different, but in my head, I feel like Dead City might be the weakest of the 3.
And that's saying something, because everybody loves JDM, man.
So. Oh, I love him, and I love Negan. But of the 3, as far as ratings, I feel like it would be the weakest.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Because you got Daryl and Rick, man. I mean, yeah, everybody loves Negan, but I mean,
You know what a better reception it would be if it was Daryl and Rick instead of Michonne and Rick? It'd been a whole lot better reception.
Oh
I,
yeah.
I think honestly, instead of Michonne wandering off, she should have stayed with Judith and had Daryl looking after him. Like, at first he was looking for him anyway.
Vanessa said she heard there was a Black Panther spinoff in the works and hope it doesn't cut into Rick and Michonne coming out. Yeah. But I don't know. The thing is those movies don't take near as long, I don't think, to film, and they would be in the Atlanta area, so I don't think it would. Hopefully,
remember you had JDM doing Rampage, and he did Walking Dead at the same damn time.
Yeah.
Then, you had was the founder filming at the same time the Walking Dead did, and that guy that helped Morgan did the staff. He worked on both of those. And there's been numerous movies they worked on too. I remember 999 with Norman Reedus at the same time they were Walking Dead. There's been numerous things like they've always done that. That's just a part of it.
I don't think that's the problem. I just really hope, like I said, they aren't trying to see how one does before they commit to the next ones. But I mean, they've already committed to Daryl because he's already filming. So I mean.
Well, I think Michonne went and stole, Denai Guerrero went and stole her Black Panther outfit and brought it to The Walking Dead. I think she shoplifted that thing. But I don't know. How do you feel about it, Steven, about all this stuff going on?
It's just weird. It's weird, all the different news and all the changes. And I mean, that's a big change, man. That's a big change.
Yeah, I mean, everything's been changing like crazy, though, man.
And I mean, as far as the fear stuff, I could really care less because what in the comments, what are they on season 8? Like, that's a long run for a spinoff.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, do you think The Walking Dead carried that show, though?
I mean, yeah, more, yeah. I mean, I don't like, do you think it would have thrived without The Walking Dead? I mean, if it was just its own show before, or if The Walking Dead didn't exist, no.
I think they just drug it along like a dead dog at this point, man. They just had it strung up with a leash and just kept dragging it down the road. I don't know. I don't think, I remember telling somebody that once The Walking Dead started doing the fear, that it would take away from The Walking Dead and they killed the original show, and that's kind of what it did.
I don't know about that. I just think that, I don't know. Like I said, I ain't trying to shit on it all the time, but there for the longest, I just feel like they were trying to stretch it as long as they could.
Yeah.
They were just stretching it. And that to me slowed it down. But yeah, as far as the fear stuff, I got no problem with it ending.
Yeah.
Chrissy said it was 8 seasons, but she's shocked it's ending. Hoping it would continue.
I always hope that the two they would merge at some point.
Yeah, I'm gonna be disappointed because I heard somewhere Fear's gonna do a time jump to the current time in The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be disappointed if, like, hopefully, like, there'll be some kind of Rick Grimes thing in Fear or something. You know what I mean? Something else at the end of it. Or Lenny James, like, reuniting with Rick at the end of it. I mean, Morgan reuniting with Rick at the end of it. Or Morgan making his way back to the area where they all were.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome, have it started with them two and ended with them two.
And Dwight. I mean, is Dwight still alive?
I never believed that theory. How do you feel about that?
What?
The Dwight still living theory.
Oh, is he supposed to be dead on the on
Dwayne, excuse me.
Oh, Dwayne. Oh no, I never. No.
Because there is a conspiracy that he's still alive too.
Yeah, what was it? Everybody thought that. Didn't everybody think Elijah was going to be him or something at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I never really thought that too. But yeah, they say Dwight's alive in Fear, so
yeah,
it'd be cool to have Dwight come back too. I like Dwight.
Yeah.
He's a cool character.
I was thinking about Morgan's son. I don't know why I said Dwight.
No, Dwight sounds the same. But yeah, there was that theory going on, and I never really bought into that. I was hoping it was Heath, man. I mean, like,
we got to see what's going on with him at some point.
I know.
He was filming Color Purple right down in Grantville when they were filming The Walking Dead. I'm like, he's got to be on it. He just wasn't.
All right, so that's what we want to see in some of these spinoffs. We want to see Heath's story get resolved, and maybe Morgan and Dwight showing up in one of the spinoffs.
Yep.
But let's see here. Yeah, Nissa said, okay, so these are the parts that I missed in Fear. Like, I hadn't got this far, but this kind of threw me off on whether I wanted to watch it or not. The nuclear storyline. I mean, I saw there was a lot of nuclear stuff going on. I don't know much about it though.
Dude, I'm going to attempt to wear glasses tonight. I can't see anything on my little phone. So I ain't wore these in forever.
Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with the comments here. Someone said there was an Easter egg that the CRM took Heath. That Heath is an A. Well, there was that little piece of paper that Tara found, I think, that had the symbol that was like the P's or the D's. It was 3 P's, or I watched some kind of video about it and I can't remember now, but the card, yeah. And I mean, I don't know if that's like a design that they were playing with maybe for the Commonwealth at one point and they changed it. I don't know. I don't know what that meant. But oh yeah, I think that showed up in an episode of Tales too. That like another card that said PPP. Oh, it was in my Tales episode. That's right, Anissa. Yeah. Yeah, it showed up in that, but I still don't know.
Didn't you point at it, Stephen, like this?
Not at that. No, not at that.
Stephen's like,
I should have held it out and it be in the palm of my hand.
There you go, PPP.
Yeah, even though I don't know what it is. The famous facepalm episode.
Yep.
It was. I didn't like that episode that much. Even though I was in it, I didn't like it that much.
I only seen your part. I never watched the episode all the way through.
It wasn't great, man. Well, hey, let's see, we got about 20 minutes. I don't know if Casey's going to show up, man. He might not make it tonight.
It's okay. We'll roll. You want to watch it?
Yeah, let me. I know y'all just kind of bear with us. I don't want y'all to think we're going to be reacting to videos all the time or nothing, but let's react to a couple of these. Let's see, what does it say here? We're going to see if we agree with them. Y'all in the comments too. It's 10 things that still don't make sense in The Walking Dead. And this just came out a couple months ago, so it's not like super old.
I can come up with like 20 on my own.
Well, let's see if we think the same thing they do. Let's see.
Hey,
hold on.
Come up with like one question before we start the video, see if it's in there.
Yeah. What is it?
Okay. I want to know what, let's see. I really got to think about this. So, you go first, Stephen, because I'm thinking.
Of something that still doesn't make sense?
Yeah. I'm going to let you go first and I'll go.
My biggest thing as of right now is the variance, man. And I don't know if it'll be in this video because it is a couple months old. I mean, you would think it would be, but my biggest thing is the variance because like I keep saying, and I said it when we watched that episode, like So you had the variants in the beginning, and then you had all this time that we didn't see anymore, and then all of a sudden there's variants again.
Mine would be the Saviors. If Rick and them came in and they bypassed all the Saviors, but Negan knew everything that was going on, how did they get past them before he got to Alexandria for the first time?
Yeah.
They could have ran into somebody. I don't get how they got there without running into the Saviors.
True.
He watched everything in all communities. Well, he didn't watch them that good, evidently, because he didn't know they were coming through. And he didn't, even when they were going out to the Blender house and everything, never seen them one time.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So let's see what they got to say. Hold on 1 second. Let's see what they got to say in this video. I already saw the first one, and it's not a great one. So we got, how did Rick survive his gunshot and coma? Let me unmute it.
Its end, let's go back to the beginning and ask, how on earth did Rick Grimes survive his gunshot wound and his subsequent coma? In the show's pilot, Days Gone By, Rick is shot through the stomach and then falls into a coma, which he stays in until after the dead have risen, the world has already ended. But considering the severity of his injuries and the fact that no one was there to help him recover after the apocalypse, how did he eventually wake up seemingly entirely healed? Rick's gunshot wound is never really mentioned again, and the flashback sequences revealing that Shane did half-heartedly secure his hospital room when the world ended don't really explain how he wasn't executed by gun-happy soldiers or devoured by hungry walkers. There are plenty of characters who survive unlikely injuries in this show, and this will not be Rick's last appearance on this list, but this is one of The Walking Dead's more implausible and lazily written instances of plot armor. Number 9.
That's nitpicky, dude.
I'll be honest with you. Go ahead and come up with your theory, and we'll see what everybody's got in the comment section about the first one. What do you think?
I mean, I don't know. That's just nitpicky. It's a TV show. Like,
I'll be honest with you. This is the main thing behind the show to me. This is where everything started. I think Rick turned into a walker, but he had the antidote in him, so he was automatically a person instead of changing into a walker.
Are you being for real?
Yeah, I'm serious as hell. I've always thought this. I thought that he might have had the antidote, therefore he died on that hospital bed and never turned into a walker, but he was the antidote himself.
Has a human ever tried to buy a walker to see if it will turn it around?
I can see me and you, and it's up if I could see if that theory would work. But
yeah, man. I mean, you never know.
Yeah, but I think he was the antidote all along. That's why he died on the hospital bed. You remember Shane actually listened to his heartbeat and there was nothing there. Remember? And then he piled the door shut and left. I think he honestly thought Rick was dead.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, and then we talked about this in a past episode here lately, but I'm rereading the comics. I know you're starting to reread them too, but in the comics,
I've gotten every key issue so far to the deluxe, man. I got everything I can get.
Well, in the comics, I just read that part again, and like I was saying, they thought he was alive, and they still did what they did.
Wow, that's crazy. I think he was dead though. I think Shane listened to his heart. There was no heartbeat, so he left.
I don't know about that one, Jimmy. That sounds about like he's in a coma the whole time.
I really believe that. I don't think he was in a coma the whole time. I think he was dead, and he's got the antidote in him. That's why the show was about him. I think that's what it is. He is the antidote, and I think Carl was partially behind that too, but he got shot in the head, and nobody ever seen him turn or anything. That's why you have Judith. Judith is part of the stuff as well. And maybe RJ is too. Who knows?
I don't know, Jimmy. You're getting out there on that one, buddy.
I'm out here with the lonely walker in the field.
Hey, but I do like this next one. And I've seen somebody else bring this up before. Let's see what they got to say about it, though.
Why did it take the survivors so long to find the prison? The show's season 2 finale has some major cliffhangers, including the death of Shane Walsh, the reveal that everyone is infected with the virus that raises the dead.
I got to stop it because I already know what they're going to say. So, like, they see that prison, then 8 months, isn't it 8 months later that they go in? I don't know. Let me play the video. I need to shut up.
And the tease that the survivors are on the precipice of discovering a new sanctuary. The prison ends up being a major setting for seasons 3 and 4, and the first real home for the group, but it takes a comically long time for anyone to actually find the place. The season 2 finale, as I mentioned, makes it seem as though it's right around the corner, but when season 3 kicks off, months have passed, and they're still no closer to arriving. There are some references to large walker hordes blocking their paths, keeping them at bay, but the fact that they're on the road for what appears to be several months based on Laurie's advanced pregnancy and circling the same area, it is kind of hard to believe that they hadn't found the prison, or at least a sign that it lay on the horizon. I mean, look, it's right there. Number 8, how exactly did the military get over?
I think honestly that if they seen it, but they kind of afraid to be overran by all the walkers in there. It would took a lot of strength to get in there.
Yeah, but I don't know. I see what you're saying, but I don't know. I see what they're saying too. That's like,
Yeah. What is the comment saying, buddy?
hold on 1 second. I was trying to get this prompted here. Let's see. Let's see what we got in the comments. Oh, they're all talking about your theory
What are they saying about my theory?
that it doesn't add up. It don't make no sense.
Y'all leave me my theory out of this.
Because then Carl would have been immune too. That's what Carol said.
Well, they didn't let him be. He never changed. Remember, they shot his ass pretty good. He's like, oh well, he did.
And Anissa said it took them so long because it was studio property. Duh.
Well, yeah, they got a lot to do with it. It took us a long time to get on studio property too.
Oh, I didn't mean to share that comment. I don't know. That's on Twitch.
Oh,
Somebody wanting to offer. No, it's not a real person. It's somebody wanting to offer promotion.
Yeah.
Let me see. Because I don't think we're gonna get to watch all these. I was gonna see which ones I wanted. Okay, we're gonna skip to. They don't even say what that one is. Okay.
I can't see it. Mine are bad.
We're going to skip to here because, yeah, we ain't going to be able to finish it if we don't.
Okay.
Oh, don't judge me.
Hold on.
It's a hint, man.
Yeah, we got ads. I ain't like Casey. I ain't got that.
3, much
Is that
time has
all good?
passed. Much like
We did
a
good.
disease that raises the dead, the walking timeline has long been shrouded in mystery, making it almost impossible to figure out how much time has passed and how old everyone is. Going into the final episode, based on Judith's age and how long Rick has been confirmed missing, about 13 years have passed since the pilot. But before these indicators, it was much harder to decipher how The Walking Dead's timeline worked. Carl Grimes, for instance, seems to age about 10 years between his first and last appearances, despite a newborn Judith barely aging beside him, and most theories based on dialogue and subtle time skips indicates that the first 8 seasons transpire over no more than 2 years, which is just insane given how much happens in that time. The series still works without time being a major influence, but the more you think about it, the more baffling it becomes. Number 2.
Yeah,
Judith-
I've never really.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I've never really. I don't know. I've never really focused on the timeline too much.
No, I haven't either, to be honest with you. I've always thought about stuff happening.
Yeah, I mean, once again, I feel like a lot of these are nitpicky, and I would have maybe we need to come up with our own list.
Yeah, that's okay. We keep rolling with it.
No, yeah, but I'm just saying, come up with our own list and see if we can come up with some stuff because I feel like I said, a lot of these are just kind of nitpicky, man.
I got you.
Like they're TV shows. Like the next one, where are they getting fuel? Like,
Where are the survivors getting
I
their
have
fuel?
thought about
Considering the aforementioned timeline,
huh?
I have thought about this. I'm like, how do they keep driving these damn cars?
Yeah.
There's another question that has never been sufficiently answered. That being, how do the survivors still have fuel for their vehicles? Despite what The Walking Dead will tell you, fuel does go off after a certain period of time, especially if stored incorrectly, meaning that it can't be used. The show has glossed over this, though, to an almost hilarious degree at this point, with Daryl's bike in particular reaping the benefits of the world's unexplained fuel supply. Now, there is a chance that some of the survivors managed to store some gasoline in the very early days of the apocalypse, but now that we're over a decade in, the use of cars and motorbikes to get around is just kind of confusing. They kind of explain this in the show by having characters adopt horses more than vehicles, but that was much, much later. Now, sure, the show has its behind-the-scenes reasons for this as well. I mean, the infamous indestructible Hyundai Tucson was always used because Hyundai was a sponsor, but that isn't a major comfort when you see the gang using a petrol station without any issue. Number one, seriously, how many
I don't know. That's why you have people like Eugene.
Yeah, to make the damn. Well, they're right in some aspects, but you can actually take corn feed, old stuff like grease and stuff, and make it into gas. If Eugene could actually do it, what's Thomas saying?
He said, "Quote: How did Steven's beard go from non-existent to the 1960s lumberjack back to non-existent?
Because
Back to brilliant."
Because that's a man, son. that's a man.
No, it's weird. I grew this beard out, man. It's been a while back, and I just can't do without it, man.
Did you use beard oil and stuff?
Not as much anymore. I used to a lot, but kind of makes it greasy, man.
Yeah, it helps it grow though. That's the thing about it. That's why people use it. It makes it thick and it makes it grow. It's really. Does it make it soft at all?
A little bit, maybe. I don't know. I use the balm some to make it like have a little bit of shape, but I need to get it trimmed up for sure. Yeah. I need to get hair.
Explain what the balm is. Do you just throw it in your beard and let it pop out?
Not a balm.
It's like
yeah, Dawn's hiding in the beard. That's what Thomas said.
She's in there, man. I'm telling you.
So let's get this last one out of the way because it's pretty stupid too. Like,
walkers are there. Even 13 or so years into the zombie apocalypse, America isn't exactly going to be lacking in the undead department. What with a population of over 300 million, that is fair. But even so, it is hard to get over just how many hordes and hidden walkers the survivors have come across. We're over 100 episodes into the show, and our favorite characters have destroyed groups of thousands of walkers, but still seem to find new flesh eaters in pretty much every room they enter, regardless of how much time has passed and how many they've cleared out. This also begs the question, how are the walkers still moving around? The numbers don't seem to be dwindling, but the food supply certainly is, and yet there's still innumerable undead lurking to give the survivors a hard time. Now, it's also important to note that we know that walkers decay, and as such, a lot of the ones we see also seem far too fresh, given the human population that we know about. Its end making a point of exploring the longevity of the walkers themselves, since it seems like they're being produced from thin air at this point. Again, this was another thing that the comics also touched upon, especially as the walkers were affected by seasons, but we haven't really touched that in the show. So that's our list. I want to know what you guys.
Yeah, I mean, that's stupid. There's what do they think? All these people. I mean, all the people on Earth.
Yeah, but they're already a pretty good amount of walkers, man. They just keep multiplying. I get what they're saying, but once again, it is a TV show, and they don't explain how many people in populations in America in their universe. So you never know.
Yeah, that one, I don't agree with that one. I think there would be a shitload because I mean it would just keep spreading and spreading.
Yeah. I don't know. My whole thing about it is it's a TV show, and they pretty much do whatever they want to in there. You know?
No, it's not, Jimmy. It's real life, dude.
I have ran into people who really think it's real. I kid you not, but it's not. It's just one of those things. It's a TV show. We all enjoy it.
I know. I saw something really funny that I wanted to play, but I don't know. It's kind of.
It's a little risque. Is that what we're talking about?
Oh yeah, man. No,
I'm kind of.
It ain't that. It's just kind of.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's giving Carl hell.
Oh, I've never seen what you're talking about, so either you show it to us or we'll figure it out later. What you gonna
Well, I mean, it's kind of knocking Carl, knocking the show a little bit. Do y'all want to see it in the comments? It's kind of funny though. See, that's the thing about stuff. So when The Walking Dead was airing, I tried my best not to watch or read anything that was negative to try to coerce, you know what I mean? Like to sway me into feeling a certain way. Like I try not to watch negative stuff and read negative stuff about the show. But now I've started to go back and just watch it, and like some of the stuff just funny to me. Like I can take people that everybody's not going to like the same thing. I love it.
Yeah.
But I like to hear other people's opinion now. And you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, Carl used to be relentless about killing folk, man. Remember back in season 3, he'd kill somebody just for the hell of it. So I don't know what this thing gonna say.
No, it ain't like that. It's just kind of, let me see if I can bring it up here. Just kind of making fun of some of this stuff. Let's see. Like I said, I just hope, like,
just saying this out loud, I've never seen what Steven's talking about. So if y'all get mad, just get mad over there.
Well, if I can even, let me see. Hold on one second. No, it's just kind of a funny little rant about Carl.
I'm just messing with you, buddy.
I know.
White noise of chirping. And for fuck's sake, Carl, get a haircut. And that's not just reference to the fact that you look ridiculous, which you do. You live in a world populated by grabby monsters. And you must be constantly just pushing your hair out of your one remaining eye. You have 50% vision as it is.
That one right there cracked me up.
Yeah.
Keep the hair out of your one remaining eye. You got 50-50 vision as it is.
He always shooting out the bad eye anyway when he's aiming down sights.
I know. And it brings up like that little fight he had in Alexandria with
If I was your dad,
Sam
I'd
or
pin you to the
Ron.
ground and forcibly shave your stupid head. You know what? I hope you get it caught in a wood chipper. All right, it's YouTube ad time. Audible is
All right, that was it.
Oh, okay. That was quick.
Wasn't too bad, but I just thought it was funny.
I got you. Yeah, it was funny. I didn't know what was coming. I was kind of scared, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, it wasn't nothing bad, but like that's the cool thing. Has anybody ever played have you played the Telltale games, Jimmy?
Yeah, I used to play them all the time back in the day. I never finished them though.
And see, like I thought that was one of the cool things that they did. Like you had the option whether you wanted to cut her hair because of all the grabbing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know, what was it? Clementine got her very own comic book a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, no, I've got them all. They're okay.
They're not bad.
They're not bad. They're not great. They could have done a lot better, I think. I think that would make an excellent show.
I was hoping they'd do something with Clementine, but they hadn't yet. So I don't know.
I'm wondering if it's got something to do with some kind of licensing issue because she is so popular, like with the gaming community, that I would think that they would do that too. That I would think that would be one of their first go-tos for a spinoff.
Well, there's a whole fandom around Clementine she's just as big as Rick is in the gaming world. So I think that's a pretty good thing. You know what? We ought to listen to Carl Papa before we go off air. I ain't heard
Carl Papa.
Yeah, it's bad lip readings.
Oh yeah, I know. I had to listen to Carl Papa every day.
Yeah.
On Atlanta movie tours, we had that. Let me see. We had that. We would play that during the tour.
The funniest thing about Carl Papa was back in the day when we were at Walker Stalker, I think 2014 or 15, they would play that song like hell in there. It was a lot of fun.
All right, we're going to close out with this oldie.
There you go. Then we'll do the
sponsors.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here we go. This is our closing throwback.
It's too quiet in here.
Maybe.
Is this it? Yeah, this is just. It is.
Is it playing?
Beat.
There?
Wait, is it playing?
I don't think so.
It ain't playing. Oh, I dropped Jimmy, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Can y'all hear it in the comments?
I heard the gingerbread boy, cause he's pretend bread boy. Little cookie man never waved to me, so he got knocked out. Because I flow. Little jiggy jar jar dude, dinner. Man, I just flow. Shoe shine.
Everybody dance with it. Come on, Steven.
Yeah, man.
Cause you're sticking chair. And why you always talk about the cool kids who take archery? Yeah, you're a shrinky dink. You get a few. If you don't wise up, then call me Carl Papa.
That's the best part.
Little jiggy jar jar dude, dinner.
You ain't gonna dance with Steven.
I threw a brick in the air. That shouldn't matter because the brick is just a brick.
What is this?
Dark days.
I never heard this.
Found
I
my way
remember.
down a hall without a light because I flow. Little jiggy jar jar dude, dinner. This whole thing where random dead people try to kill me's gotta go.
Okay, so this is a remix that's forever long. We got to see the good part.
All right, guys. All
That
right.
thing's like 5 minutes long.
You want to do our sponsors real quick?
Yeah, let me find them here. All right, here we go.
All right, guys. Walking Dead Harrelson on RAS Plus. The Water Tower Tours, Abraham's Army. The Camp, of course, Survive the Night. Funny Shirts. The Dead True Podcast. We can get our shirts at. And the Woodbury Shop, guys. Also, our Patreons.
We got
Go ahead, Steven.
We got Melissa, Barbara, Eliza, Carol, Casey, and Dawn. Thank
All right.
y'all, guys.
Appreciate you each and every week, guys. We love each and every one of y'all. Thank you for coming out.
All right, hold on, y'all. Hang with me. I got to find the outro.
Uh-oh. We're getting there.
I'm running the boards tonight,
Okay.
so it's not going well. All right, we're out for real, y'all.
Love
See you,
y'all.
everybody.
See you guys.
And everybody should be back next week, by the way.
Oh, yeah. We'll be good to go then. See you. I think we did all right tonight, Steven.
Oh,
Not too
wait,
bad.
I'm still ending.
We're in live, dude.